What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Purple Shade Podcast. Brody, how's everything going, man?
Man, everything's all right, man. What is it? November 25th. Can't complain
25th of
much.
November.
Yep, I can't complain much. I can complain a little bit. We'll get to that a little bit later. But all in all, I'm all right, brother, man. How you doing, man? Happy holidays and everything.
Yeah, man. It's the holiday season.
How about that? Holiday season.
2 days from Thanksgiving. I can't believe we're here already. We're coming up on week 13. Man, week 13. Let me ask you this.
What you got?
Has this season been what you expected it to be so far?
No.
How so?
A lot of teams that were rated to be high caliber. It's been a lot of fraud alerts, if you know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Teams getting beat by low caliber teams, which were teams of high caliber getting beat by teams of low caliber, and all this is foreseen, guys. People. You can look on the depth chart and see, like, they're working on it. Okay, they're working on it. But yet they're beating high caliber teams that on paper are, they shouldn't be losing. It's just all season. Like, you can't call these games. And you know what? I'm gonna stick my neck way, way out there for Team Torrey Sun here and say that's why we're 3-7.
4-7. I mean, you could be 4-7.
Wait a minute. Wait.
You could be 4-7.
Wait a minute. Look, we ain't got that far yet, okay?
It could be 4-7.
Is it 4? No, is it 4-7? You tell me right now.
We'll find out in a little bit. We'll find out in a little bit. Part of this season, I'm surprised. The other part, I'm not. A few of the teams that I thought would be better, but they're okay. We'll get to the Vikings in a bit. I thought the Vikings would be better, but they're trending in the opposite direction. Again, we'll get there in a second. I didn't expect a few teams. I didn't expect the Colts to be this good. Although with the Colts, again, I think we had another one of these against the Chiefs.
Yeah, Kansas City. Pay the refs.
They were up 20-9, and they lost 23-20. So
they swiped the debit card again.
But yeah, I mean, some of the usual suspects we thought would be bad are bad. The Browns are bad.
Yeah.
The Raiders are bad.
Yeah.
Cardinals are bad. The Saints are bad.
Dolphins are iffy.
The Jets are bad. I expected those things. But I mean, it's been a fun season so far. So I can't complain.
It's been fun.
I can't complain.
Just unpredictable, I don't know. It's all over the place.
That's football, though. But that's football. That's why they say any given Sunday, you can get beat. You can get beat.
Well, any given Sunday, they was getting beat.
Yeah. I mean, we'll get to the scores in a bit. But yeah, man, no. Happy holidays, man. It's Thanksgiving. We're 2 days out from Thanksgiving. This is Tuesday as we record this. Tuesday show, we're going to go over last week scores and see how we did. One of us did pretty good. The other one did not. We'll find out in a little bit. I'll leave you guys in suspense. But
if you know, you know. That's all I'm going to say.
If you know,
you know.
If you know, you know.
I watch those games.
Yeah. Yeah. But man, you know what? Before let's get, people ask, do you want the good news or you want the bad news, right? Most people say, man, give me the bad news first. So I don't want to start there. I want to start with the good news.
Dessert first. Okay.
The good news is the Ravens got their 5th win in a row.
Also, with the Steelers' loss,
the Ravens are now tied for first place in the AFC North.
6-5, ladies and gentlemen. Just let that sink in for a moment. Half first place.
I mean, they play like a 6-5 team.
This is true, and that's why it's so heartbreaking. That is why it's so heartbreaking. Go ahead, brother. I'm gonna let you.
They play like a 6-5 team, and although it is disappointing, let's get into this game. The Ravens beat the Jets 23-10 on Sunday. It was a wishy-washy game. Hard to really pinpoint. It is. You know what? It's not that hard. This offense is sputtering. 2 reasons. One, the offensive line is still bad.
Yeah.
You know, that horse has been beat dead and brought back to life and beat dead again. That offensive line is just not good. But it was the Jets, and I mean, they basically powered through this win. Derrick Henry picked up 2 touchdowns in the second half. And the defense looked suffocating. The defense did, I think, what we thought the defense would do coming into this season. So the defense has been the lone bright spot, although let's just say this, everybody. We have to look at who the Ravens have played in their 5-game.
And let's be real.
Okay.
Let's be real.
Let's go over the teams and the quarterbacks that they beat. They beat the Bears, which is probably the best win on this streak. That's the best win on this streak because that's the only team that's even relevant. They beat the Bears and Caleb Williams. They also beat the Dolphins in Tua Tagovailoa.
So,
and we know how bad the Dolphins are.
To say, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They beat the Vikings and JJ McCarthy.
We'll get to that later.
We've seen how bad the Vikings are. We'll get into that later.
Yep.
Okay. They've beaten the Jets with Tyrod Taylor.
Ew.
And they beat the Browns with Dylan Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders.
Ew. Double ew. Double.
So at the end of the day, you know the saying. You play who's in front of you. Okay. You do. You play who's in front of you. But none of these wins have been impressive. Not even the Bears win was that impressive. It wasn't because the offense was just sputtering.
Ugly. It was ugly.
You know, the defense played a bend but don't break, type of game, but it hasn't been ugly. I mean, like I said, this game, again, like all the other games, was a tale of 2 halves. Both teams started sluggish. I mean, the Jets had a 7-3 lead at halftime, 7-3 at halftime. The Ravens scored 3 points in the first half. That's bad, especially against a Jets team that traded away their 2 best defensive players. You muster 3 points.
Here's real quick. Before you get into that, they mentioned something in the broadcast about the Ravens and the Jets. Said the Ravens haven't been shut out in the first half since 2017?
Something like that.
So you get 3 points just to make sure that keeps going. Go ahead.
That's bad.
It's still bad.
That's bad.
Yes, very bad.
Yeah. I mean, they didn't turn it on until the third quarter, right? With that drive. It was like a 75-yard drive, that Derrick Henry capped off with the 2-yard score. But after that, they started suffocating the Jets. They did. They started suffocating them. They did give up another field goal, but the defense tightened up. They forced a turnover late in the fourth. Marlon Humphrey stripped what was his name? Hall. He stripped Hall inside the 5, I think. Inside the 5 of the 10. He stripped Hall.
Breece Hall. Yeah, Breece Hall.
Breece Hall. He stripped Hall, and who knows if that turnover doesn't happen, if Marlowe doesn't get that turnover, we don't know what could have happened. The Jets could have came back. We don't know. If they scored a touchdown there, they got 17. It's 17-20. We don't know what's going to happen from there.
No, that's true.
The Ravens still could pull it out, but man, and still, it's it's frustrating to watch because we know this team can be better, but they're not. We see this year after year after year. Tyler Loop was probably in the defense was probably the only bright spot. He made three field goals. So Tyler Loop is killing it. He's killing it. He's doing his job. But man, it was hard to watch. Brody, I mean, what you think?
What I think, man, Lamar Jackson with no touchdowns, MVP.
He's still hurt.
I know he's still hurt, and he's not. You're right. He's not 100%.
I've said that since the Dolphins game, right?
Oh, you did. You called it. You said it.
Yeah,
and just watching that performance, you know what I mean? I'm not going to put it all on him. He wants to play. I get it. You want to play?
I know. Where are all the people that said he quit? Where y'all at?
They ain't got nothing
I can't hear you.
They ain't got nothing to say. Crickets.
I can't hear you. Where's all the people that said he quit on the team against Kansas City? No, the man was hurt. He was hurt, and he's still hurt. He came back too early. I said that in the Dolphins. I said they should keep him out another week. They can beat the Dolphins without him. No, because John needs him so bad to save his job. John's like, please, Lamar, I need you to play, man.
That man is 70% at best from what I saw. Like the mobility is not there. It's mediocre from what we're used to seeing. It's just early this season from what we're used to seeing. So yeah, he's still hurt. He still got the pass is it's there when it wants to be, but you could tell. You could tell when it hurts. Oh, he's missing that pass, and that's what worries me. Like he missed Mark Andrews, wide open, a nice little slant, perfect. He throws it behind him. You know, in my opinion, head was somewhere else. He had maybe some pain somewhere else. They had to take him on the sideline, tape it up, juice him up, or something. Because normally he makes that pass. Lamar Andrews, I'm sorry. Well, no, that was right. Lamar to Andrews is literally what is making Mark Andrews the number one receiver on this team right now.
I think it's Zay.
I mean, Zay is elusive. He's a target.
Zay's the only receiver out here who's making any plays. I mean, we had a Ted sighting, which I wish he got more snaps. We had a Ted sighting.
Hopkins.
It's hard with
the veteran wide receivers because it was hard with I keep forgetting that cat's name, and he was Odell Beckham.
I think Odell is the same.
It's the same.
It's about the same.
I think it's about the same with the veterans. I don't know what it is, but
yeah,
I mean,
man.
Hopkins had a good little distance on that touchdown attempt, and it was just overthrown. And I don't want to put that solely on.
That ball was perfect. That ball was perfect. If that's Tez, which it should have been Tez Walker, that's a route for Tez Walker.
You got him catching it?
Oh, he runs that down. It was back pylon.
Yeah.
Lamar threw it perfectly. Back pylon. He threw it to the back pylon. That's where you're supposed to throw that ball.
I mean, this is true.
He just couldn't get there.
I would say that Hopkins hesitated a little bit too long in his stutter step to fake it out, to make it believable. And then
he just doesn't have that speed anymore to get there.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that goes back into why this offense is sputtering, Brody. It's like that's a route for Tez Walker, not DeAndre Hopkins.
I mean,
it's like you have the pieces, but it's like you're trying to put the round peg in the square hole. It's not working.
I mean, they've done it before. You've seen it. They try to get these new players, not new to the league, but new players on the Ravens, get their first touchdowns as a Raven, and they give it a try for a play, and it just doesn't work. It actually falls apart very effectively, and they don't go back to it. I've seen it a few times.
Well, that's because when something's working, this team tends to go away from it.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
I mean, I'm glad they didn't go away from the run entirely against the Jets, because
I'm glad they didn't.
Obviously, that's the only way we could score touchdowns. And
I mean,
that
I think
goes for
Derrick only
another team.
had 60-something yards. I think he only had like 64 yards. I mean, he had 20 carries.
Yeah. But I mean,
right?
he did it. And it's cool, but he had the 2 touchdowns. And that
Oh,
ultimately
yeah,
is
2
what put the
touchdowns,
game, put the game away. And I
Yeah.
mean,
They did enough to win, right?
Yes,
They did enough to win.
Yep.
They caused turnovers when they needed them. The defense bent but didn't break. And the offense did enough. My only thing is, Brody, against the Jets, you can't struggle against the Jets.
No, they should have steamrolled them, bro. They should have steamrolled the Jets. And this is the problem. 100%. This is the problem. The Ravens, they ain't going far. I'm going to be honest. With the performance they're putting up, I don't care how many games they won in a row. I'm talking about performance. I'm talking about the 3 hours you're playing, what you're doing, your execution, your play calls, your decision making. They not making it. I hated the last 3-4 games they played because the wins were so ugly against nobodies. What is that supposed to say about the Ravens as a franchise? They're winning against teams they're supposed to beat. What happens against the team that they're, a real contender? Oh, they lost to the Bills. They lost to the Chiefs. They lost to the Lions. They lost to the Rams. They lost to the Texans. He said it, not me. Well, I said it after. He said it. Texas ain't nobody, and they got belt to ass, and I'm not even gonna stop it. You had to hear them 2 S's, belt to ass against the Texans. The Ravens ain't going nowhere, and that's it. It hurts to see. Yeah, they're winning. Yeah, they're getting praised by all this media. Sure, great. Those ain't real Ravens fans. I'm a real Ravens fan. Mr. Wright, 98% of the time, he's a real Ravens fan. He sees the disgusting performance that's happening. He's worried about it because he already knows what's going to happen. Let him play a real team. Let them play a real team.
Yeah, it could get ugly.
Yeah.
No. I mean, the defense is the only thing. I mean, right now, I'm going to be honest with you. As bad as this defense look right now, the defense may be the only thing that you can hang your hat on. Let's hope Kyle Hamilton's okay. I think he was back at practice. He's like the bionic man. So
yeah,
he'll
what?
Be fine.
What, he was injured 5 times this season?
I mean, yeah. But, I mean, look, the defense only allowed 10 points, less than 300 yards. So, I mean, Roquan and Kyle Hamilton both had double-digit tackles. But they're still relying too much on Kyle Hamilton, in my opinion. And, man, Lamar just can't stay healthy. He didn't practice on, what's today? Tuesday. He didn't practice yesterday. Now he has a toe injury, man. Look, the injuries are moving downward. Hamstring, knee, foot, toe.
Head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
I'm just saying, look, they're going down. They just moving down. He ain't got nothing left. After the toe, what goes next? The toenail, what?
The sole injured. You got to change the sole every play.
But they don't want to make a change on the offensive line, man. They look.
They look defeated every play, to be honest. And then Lamar Jackson is forced.
You still got these guards that look like they don't know what they're doing. They're on the ground while Derrick Henry is getting sacked in the backfield. They're on the ground while Lamar's getting sacked. My thing is, it just can't. Guys, Lamar Jackson is the most important guy on your team. You have to protect him, and you're not doing it. You're not doing it. You're not. And it's sad because he's the best player in the league. That's the problem with this franchise. It's like they're allergic to prosperity. It's like they don't want it. They don't want it. It's a loser franchise, man. They don't want it. It's ridiculous. I'm tired of this nonsense, man. It's nonsense. How can you still be? I mean, look, how can you still be frustrated after you won 5 in a row? Only this team will do that to you. Only this team will do that to you. It's like, yeah, I'm glad. Great. We in first place. But only because everybody else is cheeks.
Everybody else is trash. Hey, Hey,
For all the Steelers fans, where you at? Where y'all at?
oh, they here? No, they here.
We spotted you. We spotted you a 4-game cushion. You were 4-1. We were 1-5.
I mean, Maya Rudolph was at quarterback.
Who?
Maya Rudolph was at quarterback.
You mean Mason Rudolph?
No, I said it intentionally. Maya Rudolph was at quarterback. That's I mean, no offense, I love Maya Rudolph. I love Maya Rudolph, but it was just funny.
I mean, I'm just saying, man. Look, here they come. Who's that? Objects in mirror are closer than they appear.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
And there we go. There we go. We spotted y'all cushion, but what happened? I said this 5 weeks ago. What did I say was going to happen, Brody?
Mid-season Pittsburgh crisis.
Collapse
crisis. Same thing, but yes, mid-season. And here it is. Yeah. We're here.
I told you it was going to happen, and here we are.
Hilarious.
But the Ravens are going to have to step it up because they got 3 division games coming up. But we're going to get into that. But
can we talk about it a little bit right now?
Well, yeah, let's do that. Look, let's do this. Look, to put a cap on this, let's just put a cap on this, and then let's talk about where the Ravens go from here, right? Man, to put a cap on this, the Ravens have won 5 straight. They clawed themselves right back into the division race, especially like my brother said with Pittsburgh's loss. The Ravens are now tied at 6-5 for first place in the AFC North. Right now, they have the tiebreaker, so they're actually in the lead because they have the tiebreaker because they have a better division record. But the offense is the concern. They went 2 for 11 on third down against the Jets.
Oh, thank God.
Make that make sense.
I was look, my voice box was on fire. I was literally waiting for that. Right. 2 and 11.
2 of 11 on third down. 2 of 11 on third down. Make that make sense. Against the Jets.
Hey, Brody, hey, I got some more fire. Look, you want some more fire? I got some more fire.
Go ahead.
The Jets total offense 282. Mm-hmm. Ravens total offense 241.
They outgained us.
Right, hold on. That ain't the worst part. Passing yards. Jets 204. Ravens 143. Rushing yards. This is the only thing the Ravens won at, and it was only 20 yards. 20 yards. The Jets outperformed the Ravens in yards per play by a 0.7 margin. 4.9 to 4.2 on a yards per play. Just it was 2 and 8 at the time of this contest. 2 and 8. That's concerning. And they converted 4 out of 11 third downs.
But at the end of the day, the Ravens got the win. You never, ever apologize for a win.
Oh, no, not apologize.
In the National Football League, right? So, yeah. With that being said, Brody, where do the Ravens go from here?
Okay. Hold on. I got it pulled up right here. So they got Bengals, Steelers, Bengals. Burrow comes back. It's going to be a problem. And that's 2 days away, ladies and gentlemen. The schedule gets harder now because of the Bengals, Steelers, Bengals, Patriots, Packers, and Steelers again. They haven't swept the Steelers in a long time. I don't believe they swept the Bengals.
They swept them last year. Mm-hmm.
Not looking like this. I don't have them sweeping the Bengals this year. So they got 2, potentially 3 losses coming up. So where they go from here, it depends on the Steelers. To be frank, to be honest, the way they're playing, I don't have confidence. These are division games. 3 division games. Back to back. 3. You got them. Yeah, good luck. That's all I can say. Good luck. And then 2 weeks off and then another division game after that. So good luck for the Ravens because the way they're playing, I don't like the way they're playing. These wins are ugly. They're sloppy. They're struggling against teams they shouldn't struggle against. They're still playing to the level of their competition. Stop taking your foot off the gas if you have the know-how and what to do. Stop with the bonehead plays. You know what I mean? Lamar is not 100%. Okay, don't have him running. Change the line. How about that? Change the line to give him more time to actually pass. And maybe, you might surprise yourself. He might actually get a touchdown. Yeah, Lamar Jackson didn't get a touchdown this week, folks. He did not. And that was weird for me to watch that. Because it's either he'll get it through the air or on the ground. Nothing. And it was just out of the norm, if you ask me.
He broke a streak without a touchdown pass this week. He had a streak going of like, I don't know. It could have been like 30-something games.
Wow.
With a touchdown pass. But that streak was broken this week. Again, where do they go from here? Yeah, like you talked about, Brody. Thanksgiving. 2 days from now, they got the Bengals. Then they got to go play the Steelers 10 days later. Yeah, they have a divisional gauntlet coming up. And it's going to be tough because they're division games. So, look, four of these final 6 games, again, are against the Bengals and Steelers in division. This is going to determine if the Ravens make the playoffs or not. What they do in 4 of the next 6 games are going to determine that. There's no 2 weeks off because you got the Packers and you got the Patriots. Right now, 2 of the best teams in the NFL. Like I said, the Patriots have won 8 straight games. There is no 2 weeks off. There is no more. And Joe Burrow's coming back.
He is poised to play Thanksgiving.
Yeah, and he's going to be chomping at the bit. So, although T. Higgins is out, man, prayers up to him, man. That man was knocked unconscious on the field. I saw that. That was very bad. Prayers out to him, man. Prayers out to him. But he's out. But you still got to deal with Jamar Chase.
Yep.
So,
and he's the number one.
Which he has killed us, right? I mean, right now, the only good thing is they hold the tiebreaker right now. They're in first in the division. Again, despite that win streak, man, again, just the inconsistent offense. The defense has basically carried them through it.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're in the mix. Even at 6-5, they're still in the mix for the division and a possible wild card. But you can't drop any more than 2 of these games, which means you have to be better. You have to be better. I mean, going from 1-5 to 6-5 is huge, right? Okay, no matter what, it's a big storyline. Yeah. It's huge. And the AFC North is wide open. That's why it's such big news, because the division is wide open. Anybody can win it. You went from 1-5 and now you're 6-5. Great. But you got to finish. Yeah. You got to finish. The defense has to continue to get better, and the offense has to wake up. Wake up. You know what I'm saying? This season hinges right now on a Thanksgiving showdown and a December division gauntlet, man. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy.
And a big what if.
You know, it's going to be crazy. But on the other side, man, the Vikings, God, they're going in reverse.
There's another quarterback that didn't score a touchdown last week. What is going on? Are they holding hands? I'm sorry. I'm just. Week before, both of them throw 2 interceptions. Both of them. J.J. McCarthy, Lamar Jackson, 2 interceptions.
Well, he threw another 2 last week too.
Okay. Well, I mean, that happened, but but still, this week.
Did you watch the game?
I was swacking. I was hoping you would ask. So I was swacking between the Jets and the Ravens and the Vikings game.
Okay.
I was swacking because they was both on at 1:00.
Yeah, I had them both going. It was brutal. It was hard to watch.
Yeah, no,
it really was.
6 points, man.
Vikings fell to the Packers 23-6, and it looked that bad. Man, with that loss, man, they dropped to 4-7. And you talk about an offensive collapse. This offense is literally going in reverse. It's going in reverse. all they managed was 2 long field goals by Will Riker, their rookie kicker, who the crazy thing is, man, up here in Minnesota, the kicker's always been the problem. The Vikings finally have one of the best kickers in the NFL, but the rest of their special teams sucks. They suck. They had another turnover on special teams this week.
Yeah.
From a muff punt. I'm so sick of this special teams. It's sickening.
Like, why is it in the game? Why is special teams in the game? You only get one play or two.
No, but bro, you said you watched the game. Let me ask you a question.
Okay. Well, swacking.
How'd the Vikings look, at least in the second half?
In the second half, oh my God. It wasn't anything to write home about. Like, not at all. They didn't do anything.
Thank you.
Every time I went back, that's what got me. And I'm not gonna lie, the fourth quarter, I just kind of left it alone. Like when I went back and I saw, it's like, oh wow, it's still 6. I just left it alone. I was like, oh my gosh, like fourth quarter, I wanted to be surprised at that point.
There was no surprise. The Vikings had 4 total net yards in the second half. 4. Quattro.
I could tell you what it is right now. You want to know what it is? It's all y'all haters out there talking about JJ McCarthy. He's hearing y'all. He's young. He's insecure about himself. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. If we hear about it, I'm sorry.
You still got to play football, though.
I know you still got to play football, but he's a young cat. He's a young cat.
I get it. I get it. When everybody's telling you you're a bust 6 games into your career, basically, I get it. But I'll be the first one to tell you. I said it last week. Okay, look, guys, it's 5 games. Leave the kid alone. It's not just him. It's not. Okay? Seriously. It's not just him. I mean, he went 12 for 19, but he only had 87 yards, 2 touchdowns. But he was under constant pressure. 50% of his dropbacks, he was under pressure. It was just a total pass protection breakdown.
They don't see that.
He got sacked 5 times. Michael Parsons and Devontae Wyatt had 2 apiece. They were just teeing off on this offensive line. You know, and again, like I said, those 3 turnovers, two picks, 1 muff punt. Man, it killed any chance of momentum, man. They were in it in the first half. Like, they kind of kept it close, and then it was just a collapse.
Exactly, yeah.
And then it was just a collapse, man. But they let an undrafted running back, Emmanuel Wilson, taking over for Josh, for Jacobs. He ran for 107 yards, man, and 2 touchdowns. The defense didn't show up either. They didn't. The Vikings didn't stick with their running game. They only managed 56 yards rushing. Green Bay had 175. And you know what else killed them, Brody? What I say all the time? Red zone.
Yeah, red zone
efficiency. When they got to the red zone, they didn't score anything. 4-7, man. The Vikings on a 3-game losing streak. 4-7.
You know, hey,
4-7,
bro. Real quick. I want to ask you a question. You know a lot about football. A lot about, let's say, the red zone, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? What do you think the most effective play style, let's say play style, would be in the red zone? What do you think the most effective would be?
If you can't get predictable in the red zone.
Right. So, okay, that's good.
Right?
Right.
And you have to be, because the field is condensed, you have to be more creative when you get into the red zone because the field shrinks.
Yep.
And the defense has less field to cover. So you can't get predictable, and you have to get creative. You have to scheme guys open. You can't do run, pass.
Yeah.
That's dumb.
Right, it is dumb.
So on rundowns, you have to be willing to maybe go play action.
Yes.
And maybe see if you can pop a pass.
There you go. No, look, brother, you see this? This is not a nail.
On short yardage, you also have to understand on short yardage, you also what's that? A screw? What is this?
It's not a screw. It's not a nail, but it's a screw. But
That's a screw. What's this? A screw?
No, you hit it right on the head.
Oh,
literally, you hit it. Man. Play action.
You have to get creative, man. You have to put pressure on the defense in the sense that they don't know what's coming. They don't know what's coming. Look, 1st and 10 at the 20. Let's just say 1st and 10 at the 20. Mm-hmm. Sure, go ahead, take a shot. Take a shot at the end zone. Why not?
That's right. Yeah, take a shot.
Right?
Why not? Yeah.
Take a shot. Do things like that. Second half, you got 2nd and 5, man, just run the ball. Right? Run the ball. If you get 2 or 3 yards, great. You can set yourself up for a 3rd and short. And if you want to, if you're going to play for 4 downs, run the ball again on 3rd and short. If you get half of it, great. You only got 4th and 1. But you have to plan for these things. You have to scheme, and you have to understand what you want to do. When you get in the red zone, you say, okay, we got 20 yards to score a touchdown. How creative are we going to get? Are we just going to do run, pass? That's probably not going to work. Right?
Right.
Are you going to scheme guys open, maybe do some crosser, something like that, kind of get the defense kind of caught up? You know, most defenses like to play zone in the red zone because, again, less field to cover. They can recover faster.
Exactly.
It's harder to play zone when you're on the 50 because they have 50 yards to cover.
Yep.
Right? So playing the zone sometimes doesn't help. But you can play zone in the red zone, especially when you get like the 10 in. Oh, man, you can play zone all day.
Pretty much.
Especially if you know they're passing the ball. You can play zone all day. You have to get creative in the red zone. You have to. And that's something sometimes the Vikings don't do. A lot of times it's something the Ravens don't. The Ravens' red zone offense is putrid.
Yeah, it's just no.
It's putrid.
Shout out to Zay Flowers for pushing Derrick Henry across the line. Sorry you had to do that, but thank you that you did.
I don't think he did that this week. That was a couple weeks ago. That might have been a couple weeks ago. I don't think he did it this week. Was that this week? I don't think it was this week.
You sure? Oh, maybe not. But still, thank you for pushing.
Well, that one touchdown that he had, that lane was wide open. I mean, Patrick Ricard buried somebody, and that lane, I've never seen. That's probably the biggest hole pause I've seen this year. Pause. Okay. So, just saying. I'm just saying. But look, man, with the Vikings, look, they're
the biggest hole.
Playoffs. Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs?
Yeah, I am.
It's toast. I think it's toast.
Their playoff hopes are fading fast. They are like they're almost a ghost at this point. You can barely see it. Cooked. You can barely see it. Cooked. Because right now they were 2-0 in the division. Now they're 2-2, and with the division losses piling up, they're starting to lose. They're losing traction. They're losing traction in the NFC. And the biggest thing is, man, to your point, J.J. McCarthy struggles, and the offensive line's inability to protect him are just becoming some of the biggest issues on this team.
Yes.
Because you can't hide that. You can't hide that. The Packers exposed the Vikings' offensive flaws. How about that? They did.
Yeah.
That kid's inconsistency and the line's inability to protect him. There are definite issues with this Vikings team, man, and it's scary. And I don't think the kid's a bust. You still have to give him time, man.
Yes.
You still have to give him time. And again, this line is not helping him.
Right.
You want to know another stat? The Vikings are like 3rd or 4th in drop rate. So J.J. McCarthy's had probably out of the starting quarterbacks the third or fourth most drops in the league. So as good as these receivers are that we think, they're not helping them. They're not. He may overthrow some, but when he's throwing them on time and on the money, they're dropping them.
Right.
You can't have that. You can't have that. Not with a young quarterback, but I also think they abandoned the run too early. Although, I think statistically, this is the most runs that KOC has called in a game in like 2 years. So he tried to simplify the playbook for him, but this kid is just struggling. And look, shout out to the Packers defense. They got one of the best defenses in the league. So I'm not gonna just poo-poo that. They were playing a very, very, very good defense
in
the Packers.
In Lambeau.
You know what I mean? Right, in Lambeau. So again, let's try to give this kid some grace. But yeah. Where do they go from here? Let me tell you where they go from here.
The couch. I don't know.
Where they go from here. Again, after that 23-6 loss, man, they sitting at 4-7. They got the Falcons. No, not the Falcons. I'm sorry. They have who they got coming up? The Lions, I think.
Let me see. Not Vikings. Seattle.
I'm sorry. They got Seattle coming up, and then I think they got the Lions.
Commanders.
Really?
Yeah. It's Seahawks.
I'm
Commanders.
sorry. Let me bring my stupid page up. Right. My bad. Man, I got so many windows open.
There's no bad in football. We just fact check this stuff.
Yeah. So they got Seattle and they got the Commanders. Seattle's going to be tough in Seattle. In Seattle, that's going to be tough. They got a very, very, very good defense over there, and they can score some points. Sam Darnold's going to want to prove a point. So, yeah.
Real quick.
They might get a win against the Commanders, and I think they got the Giants too. So.
The Giants have the Cowgirls.
Yeah. So that might be the only 2 wins left in the season.
Hell no, bro. No.
I don't see them beating the Cowboys.
What? Look,
no.
I got them beating Seattle. Granted, they're on a 4-game losing streak. I see it. It's painful. I don't like it. I don't like it. It comes a time where you know what they say. They're due for a win. I got them smacking Seattle. Commanders. If Jaden Daniels ain't playing, they going to get the Commanders. I
think they'll beat the Commanders.
Right.
I think they'll beat Washington.
The Cowgirls, they got them. I say they get no. Look, Dak.
I don't think so.
I like Dak. I like Dak Prescott. I believe in the young man. He's not really young anymore.
He's not.
But he ain't beating the Vikings, man. Something about the Vikings. And the
Cowboys. He ain't beating the Vikings. Okay.
He's not beating the Vikings.
We're going to get into this.
You want to put 5 on it? We'll get into it later. Put 5 on it.
I don't need to put 5 on it, because okay, you know what? Let's get into this right now. You might as well go ahead and switch this up top because
oh no,
you didn't win this week. You want to know why you didn't win this week?
Cowboys.
Because you took the Eagles over the Cowboys, and I took the Cowboys.
I know, man. I told you. That's the game that I text you. That's why I text you that game because I followed the rest of them, and I was like, okay. It was just like.
That's the reason why you're 3-8.
Eagles are trash. 21.
I told you I was going to take Dallas at home.
You did, but
I told you that.
Look, man, nobody could have called that 21, and then they come back with 20.
What you talking about? Nobody could have called it. I called it.
I mean, I thought the game was over. 21.
This guy right here called it. Yeah, the Eagles collapsed. Yeah, I mean, we will get into it, but look, let's the Vikings moving forward. Let's put a bow on that.
Okay, wait, no, we was talking about it. Hold up. All right, wait, we talking about it. Let me finish. Hold up. So, I got them beating Seattle. Got them getting the Commanders. I say they knocked the Cowboys off. Boom, gone. Giants. Giants is, I mean, they're frauds in my book. They're frauds. I mean, they got a decent record, but they're frauds.
You got them beating Seattle, but you don't have them beating the Giants. You can't make this up.
You can't. You can't. You can't.
Can't make this up.
Okay. Definite Seahawks, Commanders, Cowboys. Giants is like they could do it. But then Lions, Packers. I hope they beat that's where I'm at. I hope they beat the Lions at home, and I hope they beat the Packers at home.
Before we even get in, because we're going to preview. I don't want to get too far ahead, right? Just the next couple of games. Just the next couple of games. But look, at this point, J.J. McCarthy is the one under the microscope. He's struggling with turnovers. He's not throwing for a lot of yards. The rest of this season for him is going to be, he's going to have to show the Vikings that he's the answer. Even 6 games in, he's going to have to show them he's the answer, because I'm telling you, the one thing that happens in the NFL is winning matters. Winning matters, and he's losing badly. It's not like he's playing average and they're losing. He's playing horrible. But again, the offensive line is not helping him out.
They're trash. Change the line.
They're not helping him out. I mean, the defense has kept them competitive early in games, but the offense is just, they can never get anything done. They to even think about sniffing the playoffs, they would have to go at least 5-1 the rest of the way to have a realistic shot at the wild card, or even win out. They have to. If they don't, man, they're going to go from what a lot of people thought they have a contending roster. If they don't, then they're going to go from what we thought they were as a contending roster to a rebuild. And then they're just going to be evaluating the rest of the year instead of thinking about the playoffs. There's just no way. They like we talked about with the Ravens earlier, the Vikings' margin for error is this small. The next 6 weeks of the season have to be about either McCarthy's growth as a young quarterback, the offense identity as a whole, right? And figuring out who do you want to keep, because this could turn into a rebuild really fast. He might not even play this week. It might be Max Brosman playing this week. He is in concussion protocol, so he did suffer a concussion against the Packers, so he might not even play this week. And some of this could be a moot point. I hope he plays, but
J.J. McCarthy?
Yeah.
Change the line.
He's in concussion protocol.
No, change.
I mean, but the backups are even worse. So there's nothing you can change there. It's not like the Ravens where they're just being stubborn. The Ravens have had the same offensive line all year. Most of the year. I mean, Stanley went out for a little bit and Noteboom came in, but the Ravens have essentially had the same line most of the year, and they won't make a change because they're stubborn. The Vikings have had injuries, but even with guys coming back, some guys still went out. And again, they're probably not healthy. At least the tackles aren't healthy. Darrisaw and O'Neal, they're not healthy. It's just a mess, man. It's a mess.
Okay. But wait a second. Now, it's a mess. They got injuries. Cool. Right. There is no possible way they could change the play style to the fact of what caliber of offensive line.
Of course you can. Of course you can. But again, the kid still has to execute, though.
Well, okay.
They ran the ball more. They ran the ball more against the Packers, and he still looked pretty bad. They were over 50% run pass. He still looked pretty bad.
I mean, incorporate some like dump passes, quick passes. Like I said, I'm a longtime Ravens fan, right? You know what the Ravens did like 75% of the time to beat the Ravens when they were behind? Quick slant routes.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
I'm just saying, like, they're gonna write this kid off, and it's not all his fault.
It's not, and I hope they don't. I mean, I don't think Kevin O'Connell's ready to do it. And if he's not ready to do it, then the Vikings aren't going to do it. and I wouldn't blame him for
I
that.
just fear it's gonna come.
It's a lot, man. It's the media. A lot of the media's and people up here panic quickly. That's the problem with Minnesota and quarterbacks. They panic too quickly. 6 starts is nothing, y'all. Peyton Manning was trash his first year. Peyton Manning set the rookie record for interceptions. He threw like 28 interceptions.
Let that sink in. He's one of the greats.
What if Indianapolis said, okay, this kid ain't it? I'm just saying. Let's get to some scores, Brody. Let's see how we did last week. You ready?
I mean, should I just change it now?
You might just go ahead. You might as well go ahead and change that.
Hold on.
You went 7-7. You went 7-7 last week, and I went 10-4.
Shucks. All right. I'll change it.
We'll start on Thursday. Let's start out with a bright spot because you actually got this one right.
Oh, snap. Here we go.
Texas beat the Bills 23-19. That was a pretty good game. The Texans defense is pretty ferocious. And with the Bills, you know what we got. Fraud alert.
Oh, wait, what am I doing?
Fraud alert. Is this your king?
Is this your king?
Reigning MVP. Is this your king? This dude right here? Nah. Nah.
Is this your king?
Texas got the win on Thursday. Then, come Sunday, the Bears did me a solid. They did us a solid.
Look, man.
The Bears knocked off the Steelers 31-28. Man, again, Vikings beat the Packers 23-6. The Colts, frauds. After leading 20-9, lost to the Chiefs in overtime 23-20.
How do you let that happen? I was just so upset about that.
Seahawks took care of the Titans 30-24.
Like, come on, how do you let that happen? Come on.
The Ravens, I guess, took care of business against the Jets 23-10.
I like that. No, I like that. That's perfect. Perfect. I guess that works.
The Patriots took care of the Bengals 26-20. The Lions pulled it out in overtime against the Giants. This was a close game.
That was trash. That was
trash. The Browns and Shador Sanders in his first start, man, they beat the Browns. I mean, they beat the Raiders 24-10. I mean, it's the Raiders.
Still.
Calm down, it's the Raiders. Calm down, it's the Raiders.
Come on.
The Jaguars beat the Cardinals 27-24. The Cardinals continue to slide downward. Yep. They're definitely in a rebuild. Jacksonville gets another win. The Cowboys knock off the Eagles down 20-0.
Frauds.
Eagles frauds. How you give up a 21-point lead
and then give them 3 on top? What?
Cowboys come back to beat the Eagles 24-21 after being down 21-0.
Hilarious.
Good win by them. I called that one.
No, good. Go Cowgirls.
Falcons beat the Saints 24-10. This did you in too right here.
I know.
You still banking on the Saints. You still banking on the Saints to get you a win.
Wait a minute. Now, the week before we was not talking Hotlanta, but you did. No. You did call it. You was like, the Saints ain't.
Nah, the Saints ain't it. I wasn't talking Atlanta because Carolina, they own Atlanta. Bryce Young, he owns Atlanta. Everybody else, not so much. Right. The Rams take care of the Buccaneers 34-7. Baker Mayfield got hurt in that game at halftime, man. He hurt his shoulder. Man, hopefully he comes back. You're a Baker guy, aren't you?
Well, I mean, I took the Rams in that game, though.
You did, but you did take the Rams. And on Monday night, this did you in too, bro.
I know, man. Look, I watched that game too. I was like, what is going on?
I know. So and Brock Purdy was trying to give that game away.
Yeah, they were. Look, so many
in the first half.
So many interceptions, and y'all can't score a touchdown.
3 picks in the first half, and they still won. Either Carolina is cheeks, Nah, Brock Purdy is cheeks.
No, they turned the lights off.
He was throwing the ball to them like they owe their money.
they turned the lights off. That's what happened.
But the 49ers get the win 20-9.
Gosh.
So
man.
that is it. I go to 8-3. Brody, you fall to 3-8. Man, how you feeling about next week? What you think?
Let me see. Let me look at it. Okay.
Give him a little preview, just real quick. What you thinking? You ain't got to go through nothing. Just tell me what you feel good about next week, or you feel like, man, I can't call it.
Let me see. Okay. That one. Ooh. Yeah. No, I feel good.
You feel good about next week?
I feel good about next week. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yep.
But we'll give our picks. We will have our Wednesday show tomorrow where we're going to give you a preview of next week, including the 3 games on Thanksgiving, on Turkey Day, and the 1 game on Black Friday. Yeah. We got football almost all week, everybody. Happy holidays. Happy holidays, man. But that's going to do it for us. Again, we want to say thank you to every single person who watches the stream. We ask that if you can, dislike and subscribe. Please continue just to watch. We really appreciate it. Again, we do this for y'all. Happy holidays, everybody. Please hug somebody. You never know if they need it. Tell somebody you love them. Love you, Brody.
I love you too, man. Always, man. Always.
You know, it's the holidays. So we just want everybody to, just look. Enjoy yourself. Be safe. We're going to talk to y'all tomorrow, but
yeah, we'll be around.
But yeah, thank you so much to everybody who watches. Peace, love, God bless every single one of you. We out.
And we out.